Tennessee State head coach Donika Sutton in her eighth season. Coach, last year, tough year, but and that's coming after winning the OVC tournament, going to the NCAA tournament the previous season. How does the team bounce back and get back to competing for an OVC title?
It starts with just starting with the basics. There's really nowhere else to go, but up from here. It was a tough season, but it's also hard when you have a target on your back, and clearly we weren't able to sustain that. So, just right now, they're taking it one day at a time, and we'll see what happens from there.
So I know it's a younger team in a sense of, or a newer team, I should say, but getting to work with them even early on and a little bit through the spring with some. What do you like most about this team? What are some of the team's strengths?
I absolutely love this team's like this ability to fight. Like their energy is so vivacious. They can be tired, they're still gonna keep going. I can see them wanting to be better. They might not know exactly how at the moment, but the fight and the determination is there. And with any coach, you can't coach that. So that's great to have out the gate.
So now you look at the stat sheet from a season ago, and you look at the top of your kills, and you see two players, Jayla Holcomb, Celestial Miller. Well, they're back for you this season. How do you look to them to help pace your squad for the upcoming campaign?
Well, offensively, they absolutely carry our team from pen to pen. Both of them have seemed to step up leadership wise, being very, very vocal, but also being a lead by example player. And I can see them pushing to make themselves better. And in them doing that, it is helping to make their teammates better.
Well, you talk about some of their teammates, and we mentioned a little earlier that there are a lot of newcomers. So, who are some other key players to watch this season? Definitely tell us about some of the newcomers to watch.
Well, before we get to the newcomers, I definitely want to, I don't want to miss Hadley Pride. She was out last season due to an injury, which also contributed to just our performance last year because we didn't have our quote unquote like preferred libero. But I do believe that, she's excited to be back this season. So having her as a senior coming back is going to be amazing. But newcomers, we had two mid-year transfers with Sanaya Riley, a setter transferring in from North Carolina A&T. She's a Nashville native, as well as Megan Miller Garcia, also a Nashville native transferring in from Western Carolina. Having those two come in mid-year in the setter middle position, really and truly, I feel like gave us the backbone we needed because with the transition, we lost a lot of people. It allowed us to have a strong spring. It allows us to set the foundation. And then we started to recruit. And this new group that's coming in, we have a 6'2" outside in Jasmine Vergara from Columbia, transferring in from Youngstown State. We have OG Tan, a 6'3" pin, transferring from Lindenwood. And then we have three junior college transfers. And I just feel like what it's doing is giving us the experience, it's giving us the depth, but it's also giving us teams that are ready to go, know exactly what to do, but they just right now they're trying to figure out the Tiger way.
So you talk about the Tiger Way, and you get them to try and mesh, and you get a short time to do it. Obviously, you get right into the season here pretty quick, and looking at your non-conference schedule, you guys attack it. You see teams like you open with Boise State. You also have Arizona, Chattanooga, Ole Miss, Houston, just to name a couple, and a very challenging schedule to definitely put on this new group. But how does that help you prepare for conference play and get them battle tested?
Well, this is the thing. We're not going to try and it can't be a soft year. Last year was a soft year. We took the blow. It is what it is. But this team is experienced. We're a little bit mature. And I feel like, they can handle the tougher, the bookend tougher tournaments. But we do have UT Chat happening second weekend as well as we host third weekend. So we, I feel like the preseason schedule is very balanced out. Going to Arizona gives us a great opportunity to get to Arizona for Celestial Miller. She's a senior. She played in front of her family. And then, the Houston tournament is definitely going to be our toughest tournament with the stiffest competition. But I feel like that's what we need before we go into conference to know exactly where we are and how we match up.
Well, coach, there's always more than one thing, but if there's that one little, if you could pinpoint that one main thing to help your team get back to the top and battle for that OVC championship again, what would that one thing be?
We got to dominate. We have to dominate. We cannot go into any match timid, scared, or making excuses. We have to dominate. And earlier, I have I have so many new players. I actually would be remiss if I did not mention Maggie Keenan, transfer from Austin Peay. A dynamic middle that I feel like is going to definitely be an offensive force as well as defensive for us. So we got to dominate.
Tennessee State head coach Donika Sutton, coach, definitely appreciate your time and wish you the best of luck this season.
Thank you.